Hello. Oh wow, that works perfectly. Are there any RWBY fans in the audience? Well, my name is Maggie Lovett. I'm going to be the moderator of this panel, and without further ado, I would like to bring on the cast of RWBY. Okay, so I have a question. What is RWBY? I don't know why I'm here.
I switched to microphones because mine was yellow.
Erin's still eating lunch, which is fine.
I didn't realize how close the panel was, so I tried to scarf a piece of pizza. I'm sorry.
How dare you? This is now the Brunching with Blake panel.
I like it. Brunching with Blake. What is that? I like how you're holding it like this. That's how I got it in my hand.
It's cozy. I like it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to kick things off with a few questions, but I feel like this is the kind of panel there's going to be a lot of fan questions, so I want to give a lot of time for the fans to ask questions. My first question for all of you is, this show has been part of your lives now for 13 years, and it doesn't feel like the fan base is getting any smaller. What has it been like for each of you to have something like this in your lives, that people will go way out of their way to come and meet you and talk about how much they love this thing that you made?
I know, I'm sure we'll all agree, but I don't think I'm ever going to wrap my head around the size or passion behind the RWBY fan base. Sincerely, you guys have made all of our dreams come true. I used to go to conventions all the time. I still fangirl and nerd out about who's now in the cast of RWBY. We have some huge A-list voice talent here too, and same with meeting all of you and everyone else who cosplays and makes fan art and has their OC characters. It's completely changed our lives. How else can we describe it?
Definitely, and I think being able to interact with y'all here and around the world wherever we go to different conventions is something so special and so exciting, because it's not even just it's the RWBY community and us, but then y'all being each other are also friends and get along well. They make best friends in line and stuff like that. Everyone's so nice, and it's something that we really do appreciate and love, and I love everyone's big heart. And I'm nervous right now.
I mean, honestly, same. The show has just changed my life. I'm still waking up from the pizza. I'm sorry. I had to ask Barbara what the question was. Got a food coming? I'm really sorry. Does anybody have a Diet Coke? We'll also take Coke Zero.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what everyone else said. It's just insanely surreal. I think the biggest takeaway for me is that people actually think I'm cool because of this, which is not the case, by the way. I'm tricking all of you. But
Same.
It's, again, this show and this fandom has completely changed our lives. I mean, we were just little dorks doing our things, being, just our little 20-year-old selves, and now a lot of us are in our late 30s.
We're still in our 20s. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't age. RWBY doesn't age.
It's also great when we meet people who are like, I started watching you when I was 8. Yep. And now I'm graduating college. And we're like, part of it.
I've told this before, but Barbara and I joke about it, especially someone will come up and say that, and I'm like, I started the show when I was 13. Really? I'm like, no, I wish.
Yeah, I'm 26 now.
Looking good.
I am curious, across all of the seasons of the series, what have been some of the dynamics that you've been the most excited about getting to develop, and what are some characters that you wish your character got to interact with more?
Do you want me to kick us off?
Yeah, good.
Well, of course, that dynamic I was excited about was Bumblebee.
Yeah.
But I think just getting to see all the characters, especially the main RWBY girls, interact and how their friendships have grown and changed over the course of the seasons. But for Yang personally, I want to see her interact more with Sun. I think Yang and Sun would be a really fun group, especially because of everything going on here and everything like that.
This sounds
Fancy.
But I think also like, I don't know, I kind of want to see them have like a push-up contest or something like that. I think that could be fun.
An arm wrestling contest? That'd be cool.
Them being like gym influencers or something.
Yeah. I mean, same. Bumblebee is something we've been waiting for forever. And it's pretty cool to finally get to talk to Ruby.
It's true. It's true.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's a lot. So Blake was like, we'll get there. Just hang on. Take your Adderall and we'll talk later.
It only took, what, like 4 or 5 years for us to finally have a
Yeah, I think so. You were too busy looking over there. You got enough going on.
I gotta keep an eye out for Wonder Woman because she's coming for my lady.
You're just scared as why. Well, they do interact, but I still will always be the biggest shipper ever of White Knight. It's awesome. I've been saying since Volume 1 when John serenaded Weiss with his song about going to dance. Why should he leave the dance hall? She closes the door. What? I've always wanted someone to do that for me and invite me to dance in a cool way. And it never happened, so since then I was always wanting, Weiss and John.
Kara, we'll do that for you tonight at your hotel room.
Yeah.
Yay!
What room are you?
Oh,
Kara,
you have to report out. Please do it.
Kara's got some White Knight like fanfics on Tumblr. I'll check it out. Sorry, yeah, I just perused. I perused the Tumblrs. As far as like what was actually developed, I mean, honestly, like the main 4 girls and all of our different chemistry in Volume 9, and we said that before. Volume 9 was like such a great volume because we get to explore all these different emotional arcs, and like I love the switch where Weiss is like the comedic tone for the whole volume.
So good.
Amazing. No
That
notes.
was such a fun change.
10 out of 10. I half joke, but I would like to see a little more of like Crow and Yang interact. Because I've joked about this before, and I do kind of think it's funny that he'll come over and he's like, "Hi, Yang. RWBY! My favorite niece, what you doing?"
Aggressive favorites.
So true. I'm like, hey, uncle, what's up?
Like, I'm gonna be over here with Dad.
Okay, bye.
Since you mentioned Tumblr, it made me think of the idea of like, if the girls were on social media in the real world, who would you think would have like the curated Instagram? Who would be doing the TikTok dances? Like, what is their experience like on social media?
Weiss is the Instagram queen.
I don't know. I don't know if she'd be. She'd have like. She'd have her own like camera butler. Like
Yes.
her photo butler.
You'd have a whole like film shoot set going.
I have
Yeah.
a reality show page following me around, following Weiss around. I would not get Weiss.
The World of Weiss, episode 3.
I could see Ruby having one though, doing some kind of cooking or something like that.
That'd be cool. I feel like Ruby would do the TikTok dances. Like she'd be trying so hard to be cool. She's trying her best.
People would be laughing kind of.
A little bit, yeah. Look at this dork. Yang would have like, we talked about a fitness vlog or something
Yeah,
like
like a
that.
fitness influencer. I think like all of them would be on social media, but like in different genres of like what they do. So I think like probably book talk.
Book talk.
I feel like Blake would be on Libby, and then also secretly on AO3.
Yes.
That's great.
Blake's got a Wattpad. Okay.
I feel like Weiss would be the kind of influencer who would do like some type of product haul, but like without speaking. So she would just be like tapping on the little products and like ASMR.
Yes.
ASMR, yeah.
Neo would do the ASMR tapping. Let's be real.
I'd watch that. And then kind of going back to kind of the longevity of the series and all of the different arcs that you've gotten to explore throughout the show, is there a specific scene or a piece of dialogue or even an entire episode that made you like fully understand who your character was and where they were going? That's a really deep question.
There's been 9 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, Volume 9, like we said, we just got to like really, that was a huge like, what am I trying to say, like a transformation for our characters. It's like you're obviously addressing a lot of like trauma that they've gone through, overcoming that. But for me, like the first time that will always stick in my head of like, wow, not only is this show awesome and could have a huge future in front of it, but RWBY as a character was Volume 1, Episode 8, which we've mentioned before. It's when she's running up the side of the cliff and she decapitates the Nevermore in the most metal way possible. This is so cool. Oh my god.
I think that a lot of people, it didn't not change everything, but I think that it definitely, the audience got to see a little bit more who Weiss was when Winter was introduced. I think that was a big kind of moment when she came in, you know, and was a little bit more, you know, snootier than Weiss was, and you know, kind of a little, you know, tough and tough love kind of situation.
I see where you get it from.
Yes.
I see it.
I'm not gonna lie, my brain is fried right
We
now.
got you, girl. We got you.
She's full of pizza.
Yeah, I feel like my ADHD events are like going down. They're like, all right, we're done for the day. It's nice to see you. I enjoyed the first few hours. And then I had pizza, and now it's nap time.
Just like a cat.
Exactly.
I don't feel like there's any one moment that fully encapsulates Blake's growth, because I feel like she's had a lot of different moments. And all of us really have, but I really do feel like her story has kind of been stretched over the whole thing, with each step of like leaving the ex, and then meeting the girl, and then going home, doing the, I don't want to, it's killing the ex, with the girl, like, and finding herself and her voice, and all of that. So yeah, it's hard to say if there's one specific.
Yeah, that's definitely a big question, I think, for all of us. But I think one of the moments where I think it really clicked for like who Yang is in Volume 5, when you think she's going to go look for her mother, but it really is she's just trying to find her mom so she could get to RWBY. And I think that really puts her priorities in perspective, because I think Yang has been looking for her mom for essentially the entire show. But she just decides, you know what, I'm just going to find her so that I can get to RWBY. I don't care about you anymore. You abandoned me. I'm done with you. I'm just coming to you so I can find RWBY. And I think that was like a big moment for Yang to kind of have that switch of realizing what matters to her. And also, I think in season 1, where she flies through the forest and lands and says nailed it, I think that also reinforced her character. 2 very important moments.
Those are all great moments, and I feel like now is the good time to turn things over to the fans. Are you ready for some fan questions?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's try to do this as organized as possible. Hands if you have a question. Okay, we're going to start with you first.
Hey, I'm Victoria. I'm
Hey, you're good.
So in the first couple of volumes, we got production diary along with Aaron's still. Since then, we haven't gotten anything. But what's kind of your favorite moment for almost like a production diary perspective, or behind the scenes, or, you know, at any point? What was kind of like a fun thing that happened?
Oh boy. There's a lot. We have a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Just a silly one, I guess, is when we were first recording the first couple volumes, the vocal booth was right next to the bathroom, because it was just like it was a small production. So we would have to hold for toilet takes. We're like, we'd be in the middle of a line, like, hold for flush. Okay, go ahead.
It's pretty bad. There was, I think this was in a production diary, so I apologize if I'm just rehashing this. But the animators, a lot of them were men, and so didn't really know or understand necessarily the female walk. And there's a lot of women in RWBY, of course, including the 4 main characters. And so there's a whole video of them all putting on heels and going out into the parking lot and just walking, just strutting their stuff. And it was wonderful. And they were fabulous. They owned it. But I think the animators have nailed it, you know, through and through on the show. So it was just really fun to see them do that. Get into characters.
Stupid lady stilts.
I feel like you could really tell that was happening with Blake first walks, and the sassy booty sway was so wrong. Like, dang, girl. Okay.
They were, if I may, they were sissying that walk. They were sissying that walk. No one watches RuPaul Drag Race? Come on. I'm new here.
Thank you for the question. That's a great question. That's a great question. Hands up again so I can see.
Hi, Deshaun. When you guys do the whole, what is it? Script reading, do you guys have to have you guys ever improvised or in any type of way in the
Not
show?
all of us get to do that.
No, I have the honor and privilege of being able to do that because Ruby is so just like wild and again a lot. So some of my favorite ones, which we know, is like when they find out that Blake's upon us, spoilers. And they just like have this zoom out and Ruby goes, she does like tuna a lot. Oh no, and making fun of Weiss is pretty great too.
I'm Weiss, I'm rich. Blake doesn't talk enough to improv. It just doesn't.
I've never improvised anything. I think the writers are so good at capturing our characters, I think for the most part, we don't feel the need to really change much. I do think though, Kara, you had one line that you changed for Weiss though.
I did. It was one letter of one word, I guess. Or no, I guess one word technically. Yeah. One of the lines was Weiss says, something about bajillions and bajillions or something. And I said, that's not a real word. I don't think Weiss would ever say bajillions. So we changed it to trillions and trillions, which is like nothing that crazy. But that's my one little thing that I got.
Barbara's right, that's very Weiss. Like, I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's not accurate.
It was a very Weiss thing to do.
Love that. Next, we're going to go back here to the graduation robe standing.
Right. Yes.
Hey, I just want to say thank you for being part of my life all the way starting and then on your graduation. Thank you.
Thank you.
This question is what if Beacon Academy was never just when they graduated from Beacon, when Team RWBY graduated from Beacon Academy, what would they do afterwards?
What would we do after graduation? Oh my god. I feel like Ruby would attempt to be a huntress. She's doing pretty good. I feel like, yeah. Ruby just wants to, like, in my heart of hearts, parties, stop it. Ruby's terrified of parties. No social gatherings. In my heart of hearts, she would just go live a cottagecore life peacefully. Be like, I'm done with this. It's too much stress. I don't need this. Goodbye. I'm gonna go bake cookies.
Why should John go off into the sunset?
There you go. Into her castle. Oh.
Was that your answer? I spaced out, y'all. I'm not kidding when I'm saying I'm like, we're dead. I feel like we would do like one of two things. She could do the like own a tea shop route, which I feel would be really sweet and soft. But I also feel like she would be the nonprofit advocate route, like the Beacon version of ACLU, or remnant version of the ACLU.
I think Yang would probably just want to travel. I think just go everywhere, do everything, see everything she can. With her wife. With her girlfriend. I want to take that and dump that into RWBY. Yes, please. Yes. I need to go home.
Awesome.
Behind you, right here.
Hi, this is Kanga. This question is for all of you guys. What was the hardest scene you guys had to record?
Well, I have an answer, but I've already taken it off.
I don't know if anything necessarily has been like hard. I think maybe more like emotionally difficult. And for me, I think the moment with Blake and Yang on the bridge was not hard. For me, it just meant so much to record that scene and to finally have that moment that it was a tremendous amount of stress I was feeling of like, I have to do this right. I have to like really deliver on this because like, this is a moment I know us, but also so many of you have been waiting for at that point, 10 years or more. So that was like just a huge moment for us to record that. And I listen back to it still and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could redo that again, but it's never gonna be perfect in your own head. So I think that scene probably for me.
You did amazing. You both did. You guys killed it, didn't you? Yes. You be proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
Loud and proud, if I may.
Yeah, so loud. I mean, same. In a more like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm really struggling, you guys. We're just out here trying to survive, okay? The scene where she burns her own house down and is like, we did this. The White Fang and Ilya and all that stuff. She's got a speech after that to try to rally everybody, and that's the most she's ever talked, I think, ever. And so for that to work on as an actor was interesting and fun and a challenge because she was talking a lot, and you have to start and you have to grow somewhere. Like you can't just start big. So that was probably the most challenging, but in a fun way, in a like an artsy fartsy, like, oh, mastering the craft, you know. I feel like I could do it better now, but hey, we tried.
It's kind of short but easy. It's actually when Weiss smiles first, when there's Y, she has to kind of, season 1, oh, you're stronger than me. And Weiss had never, I was like, how is Weiss happy? We have not done this yet. So that actually was a bit more difficult at first, but after you can kind of get it, it's pretty good.
Solid. I guess like more seriously is in volume 3. I like when there are lines that have very few words in them, but they're meant to convey like such a pivotal moment or like a lot of emotions behind it. Yeah. So it's when Ruby picks up Penny's weapon and she's defending Pyrrha and she goes, leave her alone! And they're like, we need you to convey extreme loss, sadness, rage, and like all these things like in 3 words. Can you do it? I was like, sure, all right, cool. And I think I did okay. Thank you. Just as a fun note, oh thanks, just to leave on like a fun note since we just talked about some serious stuff. I loved in RWBY Chibi, it was a challenge but fun, when they would have Ruby like do it in the Ruby voice but then also add an accent. So like, there's one where Ruby like shows up to class and she pretends to be a foreign exchange student. They're like, can you do an accent? I'm like, yes, I am Ruby Rose, foreign exchange student here for class.
That's okay. Thank you.
RWBY Chibi really did throw a wrench into some things because when we were recording for RWBY Chibi, I was also recording some stuff for Red vs. Blue, and my character in Red vs. Blue is Dr. Emily Gray, who has a very whimsical, high voice. She's psychotic. She's seen some things, but she's also a Disney princess. And Blake is like the complete opposite. But Blake was excited because she was about to meet her favorite author, and so I had just finished recording for Red vs. Blue, and then we were going into recording for Chibi, and I could not get Dr. Gray out of my mouth. Blake just sounded like Dr. Gray, and it was so frustrating. That was the most frustrating session I ever had, and I bought myself breakfast tacos afterwards to feel better.
That's easily one of my favorite shows though. You did great, honestly. I love that. I love that episode.
I'm glad it works.
Thank you for the question. That's a great question. We're going to come down here right here. We got a very enthusiastic question here.
Yes.
Lay it on us.
This is a question on RWBY, the Ice Kingdom. I didn't know there was going to be a nightmare grim, but what was your topic on the Weiss dream in, or I should say, how did
You got the story. You wanted to know about the dream in Ice Kingdom? Or the nightmare?
how much time did you spend with the Ice Kingdom
Like working on it, recording?
and the dream part?
How long did we record that?
I was in Scotland.
Yeah, you were overseas.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I think it was like maybe a few weeks. It didn't really take like a ton of time.
It was not very long, no.
Right.
We did like a couple chunks at a time too. So I think we did like maybe 4 to 5 episodes at a time here and there. So it was spread across a couple months, but
Couple months.
Yeah.
Then her voice.
We've talked about it before, but like the coolest part about it, and honestly the most challenging, hand in hand, is that when we do RWBY, we record our lines, and they animate to us, And now it was the opposite, where they sent us the 2D animation, flawless, great stuff. And we would have to match the mouth flaps. For anyone who doesn't know how voice acting works, like they already have the animation done. So you got to make sure that it fits in time to the animation. And that was like super cool. It was really fun to do.
Very fun.
Some of those lines were really rough because you had to change the original line to have the same meaning but fit the class. And so Blake being like, finally, I can go off on my own journey. It's like,
It does come off a little
it's really cheesy, and I love it so much because it's perfect for what it is. I love it.
Very fun.
Great question. Next one,
Thank you.
Full unhinged. I'm sorry. Actually, not sorry.
Hi, thank you very much. I know you guys talked about the Instagram thing, so one thing I'm a little curious about is what genre of music would each of the girls, I'm sorry, let me say it again. What genre of music would each of the girls be into, and would any of them either crowd surf or go in the mosh pit?
Right there, officer.
100%. Barbara? No. Put me down.
I like to believe Ruby would follow you. Like once she sees it safe, she's like, yeah, it's coming in.
Although I actually think Ruby would totally jump in.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm light. I can durable enough. Lindsay, in real life, I mosh pit all the time. To this day. As far as like genre of music, we have people ask a lot like, what's your character's favorite song? And I still stand by Ruby's is, life, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. So that's me.
I think advice would really like classical music, I feel like, or go like complete other way and be a total like Swiftie, those kind of stuff. So I think mixture of one of those, maybe like closet Swiftie, wanting to know and have all the classical music out, and then really behind all those posters or Taylor Swift.
I usually say more of like the indie, queer, alt kind of vibe, like Tegan and Sarah, or but I also kind of think Enya. I feel like that would be really chill.
I think Ian would probably like punk rock. Like I think like Sum 41, Blink-182, Red Hot Chili Peppers, like all that kind of stuff. But I think secretly she'd also love like some pop music, like some Britney Spears and stuff like that. You know, I feel like Jack Culture is there.
Such a fun question. We're gonna come right here.
Howdy.
Nice shirt.
Thank you so much. So since we're going into the summer season, I was just curious, where do you think your characters would want to vacation or travel to in the real world?
I like how this kind of reads like a magazine interview question. It's like, so we're heading into the summer season. Where do we go on vacation?
Oh boy.
Where do you summer?
We have to like go to Menagerie, right? At some point, I feel like there's like beach. There's beach areas. We can come chill.
The whole thing is an island. Yes, there are beach areas.
Right. What? Ruby doesn't know geography, nor do I.
That was spicier. A spicier response than I
We keep joking that there should be a beach episode of Ruby. I want that. I need a beach episode. And Yang's lifeguarding. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Lake's 1,000% under sun umbrella, covered, slathered in sunscreen.
You're in one of those like long sleeve bathing suits.
Yeah.
You want to read the book on the beach? Like, are you getting in the water? No. Absolutely not.
I hate sand.
I feel like Yang would want to like.
It gets everywhere. It just gets everywhere.
I think Yang would probably actually want to go like snowboarding in the summer. She'd be like, it's too hot. I want to go somewhere where it's cold and snowy. And this way.
Want to go to Atlas?
Let's go to Atlas! Yeah!
We're gonna go here.
I was just wondering, what tattoos do you think your characters would get?
Tattoos?
Oh god, I had to stop myself from saying the trolliest answer ever. Lindsay, no. This is a RWBY panel. Don't do it. Do it. Oh man. Do it. RWBY has 2 teardrop tattoos because she's seen some things. One for Pierre, one for Penny. Okay. We're gonna record this and put it on the internet. I'm so sorry.
so sorry. I don't know if Blake would actually get a tattoo, and if she did, I have a feeling it would be like the ones that Angelina Jolie has of the coordinates of where her kids were born. Oh.
Like something really like family oriented and sweet.
I could see her with like script tattoos. I think Yang would get a dragon on her back. It's a full back piece.
Weiss would have half of a heart and John would have the other half of a heart.
You guys are best friends.
I do want Annie and Blake to have matching tattoos because that'd be cute. That'd be cute as heck. I don't want
But
that.
Blake is not gonna get a giant dragon on her back. I can tell you that for free.
You could have Bumblebee, you could have the other.
I do feel bad. Aaron got a Bumblebee tattoo, and I'm like, I'm also gonna get one. It's been how many years?
I mean, you do it. You gotta do it.
I know. I want to get one.
I got this dark time when everyone on the internet was being really nice that day. It was a Bumblebee heavy day, I think, in the show or whatever, and things in life were great, and so I was like, I love this community. Just got a Bumblebee.
Community.
All day.
Right behind you.
Do you think, does Ozpin have a semblance for every person he reincarnates into?
That's like the deepest question we've ever had.
What?
Yeah, I need to message the writers.
Yeah.
One moment.
I'm gonna. This is reincarnation of some. We actually, I mean, this is not canon because we don't know. My personal opinion is probably not, just because he is starting kind of over and over. So I think he'd probably get it of whoever he is reincarnating as. But I probably would say either it's like his own semblance that just keeps reincarnating into that person.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think.
Yeah,
I
think so.
disagree. I think it's the opposite. I think that he
Maybe it's not my
regular picture.
It's like My Hero Academia. You get the same, like you get the same power, but it's plus on top of that.
Since he's already able to like do something cool like the way he's been doing that, is that like you were saying, is that what his symbol is?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, that was dang.
Very deep.
We're gonna make our way back over here. Over right here.
Out of all the Grimm designs, which one do you think would be your character's favorite to fight?
Our character's favorite, so not ours. Our character's favorite.
Okay. Yeah. Where are you over here?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry. I got distracted by not being able to find you.
Sure, that's okay. Out of all the Grimm designs, which one would be you or your character's favorite overall or to fight?
Maybe not to fight, but I really, and I feel like Ruby would like the Grimm that's like Salem's little crystal ball jellyfish. I think that's like so cool. And I feel like, yeah, it's here. And I feel like Ruby would poke it, be like, it's squishy, look.
Dory type.
I don't know.
The boar. Yeah, the boar. Probably,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well, I guess that would be. I don't know like her favorite.
Or the wasp.
I do like. Okay, yeah. I like the Barbara Test toilet. That one.
I like the sea dragon thing. That was really cool.
The Ursa. Ursa. I forget where that joke was from, but yeah, I love how like the first Grimm's essentially Yang fights are 3 bears because she's Goldilocks, so it's the Ursas.
I feel like the Ursa thing came from maybe that time where there were dinosaurs? Or no, it was, or was it the Great Game?
Was it like what's it, Cardin Winchester or something running in going like Ursa or something?
Yeah, it was one of Cardin's lackeys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real?
Yeah,
It's not like one of those.
It's an actual lion.
Yep.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was like from one of those little videos that Monty threw all the raptors in.
Oh, no. It's when they're collecting jelly in the Ferber Fall Forest.
Oh, canon. You just started making fun of him. Okay. We know our own show.
I'm a nerd. Don't mind me.
As we work our way back over here, let's do right back here.
Hi, my name is Marissa, and I just want to know specifically for Kara and Barbara, but all of you can answer if you want. When did you start shipping Bumblebee?
I get this question.
Do you mean Aaron and Barbara?
I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, good. I was like, Kara, what's your opinion?
I was quite night girl, distraught, devastated. Day one.
I mean, yeah, we also knew that was the plan to happen eventually, and so like we were very happy about that being a part of our character's story, and so immediately we were excited about it and shipped it from the very start. I think, yeah, love takes time.
It's true. There's a video of me on a live stream that I didn't know was already live. Going, can I tell them that my character and another female character are lesbian lovers? And Miles goes, no, absolutely not.
And then 10 years later, it's here.
I feel like Monty was like laughing in that too. Just like,
Back row right here, right next to you, Marshall. Right here.
Hello, my name is Daisy. First off, I want to thank you guys. I just started becoming an upcoming artist, so you guys have really been inspiration. But with all the fan content that's been going on, have you guys gotten a chance to see it, and what's your guys' opinion on it?
Oh boy. They're saying, have you seen any fan content and what's your opinion on it?
I've never seen any fan content in my whole life.
Right. So there's this thing called Yours.
No!
Okay. Here's one of my favorites. Oh no, we don't need to delve into that. That's the old area.
we've also got bald things. There was a time when the Supergirl fandom started colliding with the RWBY fandom.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
I
was
remember
so bored because we were in a hiatus, and all of the characters got turned bald.
I remember
They
that.
thought it was funny. And then Blokenite.
Blokenite was good. I remember that.
There were some dark times.
My favorite one, which was my profile picture on what was Twitter at the time, is there's this, hear me out, there's this dumb meme where it's someone throwing a mouse and it says, whoa, a plague be upon ye. So Volume 9 comes out, we have little, and it's just RWBY doing that meme. And I was little, and I was like, that's awesome. I love that.
I like that video where they superimpose Weiss's face on those fish that are going through those tubes that are getting transported from one place to another.
Remember, you talk about the Pajam Jams one?
Yeah, so my favorite one I've ever seen. You know in Volume 1 when Blake and Yang are meeting for the first time, she's like, I like your bow. It goes great with your pajamas. Someone took that scene, and you know in Solitaire, when you win Solitaire, the cards all like, they took her head and just multiplied it multiple times.
Right in her face.
Right in her face. Pajamas! And it made me laugh so hard.
Was it pajamas or was it Pajam Jams?
Pajam Jams. The actual line is pajamas, but I think we joke about how it's Pajam Jams.
Awesome.
I forget that it's pajamas. I'm gonna say Pajam Jams.
We have time for about 2 more questions, so let's hear. Oh my gosh, everybody has questions.
Also, we will be back at our booth after. If you guys want to come say hi, get anything signed, and ask your question if you don't get a chance if you're ready now. So don't worry, we'll be there.
Hello? Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you knew that Bumblebee would be happening from the very beginning, right? To all of you, are there any other scenes that have already happened that you knew would happen from the beginning that you were like really looking forward to?
Yes. I knew Yang was going to lose her arm. And you guys did too. If you read the line at the beginning of the Yellow trailer, it talks about being asymmetrical. So that was planned way early on, and they told me that was going to happen. I was like, oh, I can't wait. And then I watched everyone's reaction to that scene, and I was like, yeah. Feel it.
You were looking forward to that?
I think I think you look forward to these scenes that change a character so much and change the story so much, just because like it means a lot to see people so invested in what you make and to be so emotionally affected by something. It's obviously you don't want anyone to feel sad and devastated over something, but to see people like just be moved by a moment, I think is really exciting as people who get to be actors in a show.
I mean, Blake's reveal as a faunus. Taking her little bow off, I think at the fountain. We all knew about like Kira, obviously. We knew that from the get-go. And
Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, so obviously didn't voice actor for that. So that was, but like Barbara said, it's interesting to be like, we know this moment that is gonna, how's everyone gonna react to this? Everything like that.
All I knew about like maybe not like the fleshed out bits of it, which is smart of the writers to not like give everything away first. You want to make it more organic. If you sit on it for a while, you don't give a really like authentic read, I would argue, if you're sitting on it for a while. But I knew about the concept of the maidens. So I was like, oh, this is when we finally get to see like the fall maiden. This is so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, right here.
Feel through a time I met. Who do you guys think the last maiden is, or maybe?
Oh, in our headcanon, who was the last maiden?
Which one?
Specifically in our headcanon.
Yeah.
Who are we missing? Summer.
Summer, who's the summer maiden?
Everything Amy wants to say all along.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people like online, and this is again, I'm not a writer, it was all speculation. Please God, don't take anything seriously I say. But like, yeah, people are like Summer Rose, Summer Maiden. I was like, that's too on the nose. We're like, come on, like don't.
That's what I was gonna say. Well,
We don't write this shit.
Winter maiden, but that also is very, very on the nose too.
I want it to be someone like totally unexpected, like
Sun.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Son, it has to be a girl, my God. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, my theory is that we haven't met them yet. I think it's someone we don't know yet. If I had to guess. Again, we don't know. This is just us speculating as well.
What if it's one of the shadow characters from the first season?
That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. They step out like I've been watching the whole time, waiting.
You go back to line one and you just see like a glow around one of the shadow characters. And like,
Wait a minute.
That is all the time we have for fan questions. I do have one last question to wrap things up, which is, do you know anything about where things are headed in the future? Are you all in the dark as much as fans right now?
We can say that it's been announced that Volume 10 is being worked on. We know we have no secrets or otherwise. So, as much as we'd like to talk about it, we don't even we have nothing for you. We got nothing for you. But it's really exciting. Shout out to the whole entire team and Papa Viz. Papa Viz, you're amazing. Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. I know you're heading back to your table, so if you didn't get your question answers, you can go over there and chat with them. Thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you guys.